Happy Friday, Canterbury. It's Friday the 17th of April. Welcome to Canterbury Live. Well, earlier in the week we caught up with the team from Rumble in the Rubble, which is happening tonight in the Cathedral Square, and you are very lucky indeed because we've managed to get 2 seats on the gold table, one of the gold tables, ringside for the matches tonight. Now you need to be available obviously to go tonight. It starts at 7 o'clock and you need to come into us to collect these tickets just early afternoon. So call through to Marianne, 3777 033, or go to our Facebook page. And remember, these tickets are ringside and it includes all of your food and beverage. They're right up there with action. So congratulations to the team that are running the clash tonight. It'll be a wonderful success, a fantastic setting. Rightio, coming up on today's show, lovely Mercy is in the kitchen with me again, the Foodie Fix segment we call it, and as the end of the school holidays we have some healthy options for the wee ones, and I had the pleasure of meeting Karen Deegan. Now she is a health, happiness and success coach. Sound good? Maybe you're at the crossroads, you need some help on what path to take. We catch up with Karen and find out more about that. And the producer of Sleeping Beauty on Ice. We spoke to Neil Cox about this yesterday, and today we meet the producer James Cundall. But first up on the show, let's head to the Christchurch Casino.
All in, he said. I could sense them in the distance. The rattle of the ball, the snap of the cards, a whisper of romance, a laugh. Some were serious, some were excited, but it was an easy call.
Well, Friday night, Donna, at the Christchurch Casino is pretty cool. 12K Friday, I like that.
Yes, it's a free to enter promotion, so anybody can win it. You just walk in the door from 5 o'clock, you get given a wristband, has a number on it, and if we pull that number out, you win either $500 if you're a non-member or $1,000 if you're a member. So those draws happen every hour between 6 and 11.
How about if you win more than one, can you?
Yeah, you can, yep. If you win once, we give you another wristband and you're back in the draw to win again next time.
Too easy, and that's just from being there.
Yes, just from being there.
That's cool, I really like that. And, excuse me, and Wednesday jackpots. Now apparently the jackpotting currently at the moment is turning over, and now you've hit the $180,000 mark.
$180,000.
So tell us about that, what is that?
So that's another one that you don't have to do anything other than be a Players Club member and be on site. So we have a draw at that for 9 o'clock next Wednesday. If it doesn't go then, we try again at 10 o'clock. So, and every week it jackpots by another $5,000 if it's not won. So all you have to do is be on site, be a member, be a current member. So being a current member means you have to have used your card within the last 12 months within the casino. So if you turn up Wednesday, the guys will give you at the Players Club desk, happy to give you a new card, you can go and use that and you're in the draw.
Wow, too easy. And the Players Club, we've talked about it before, really simple. There's no fee, no charge. No. You just need to have some current ID,
that's right,
obviously, with you.
You can come in Wednesday night, you can sign up there and then. If you've never been a member before, you're in to win that $180,000.
Okay, this is just purely curious. $180,000, how do I get that money if I win it?
You
do you give it to me in cash? Do you give it
if
me
you
in
want it in cash, you can have it in cash.
Are you serious?
We would advise that it's probably better for you to get it as a cheque.
That'd be amazing, wouldn't it? Yeah. Crikey.
Good news about that is it's a casino win, you know, so you've won some money, so you don't have to pay tax on it.
Oh, we like that even better. Live entertainment starts from 6 o'clock, doesn't it, in the weekends?
That's right. We've just increased the hours of our live entertainment based on some customer feedback. So it starts at 6 o'clock on Friday and Saturday on the main gaming floor and goes right through to midnight. And interesting enough, when we first tried that last week, we had one of the artists was so popular, everybody just clapped when they finished, and on the gaming tables and everything. So it's proving to be really popular.
Wow, that says it all. Yeah. Anzac weekend, next weekend, it's very special for many, many reasons, but the Christchurch Casino is actually embracing it. Tell us about that.
We've got a show on, an Anzac weekend show on Sunday night, the 26th. That's in our Grand Cafe, and there's 2 sittings for that at 6:30 and 8:30. It's $40 a head. We've already made a donation to the RSA on behalf of everybody, so it doesn't matter how many tickets we sell or anything like that. And part of that show is the carvery offer that we've got. So that's a choice of 3 roast meats, vegetables and roast vegetables and seasonal vegetables, and then followed by a dessert buffet. So as much of the dessert as you can eat. And then a performance by the Starlets as well.
And funny you should say that, because now we've got a little clip of what you could be in for next weekend.
Of all the boys I've known, and I've known some, and you, I was lonesome. And when you came in sight, dear, my heart grew light, and this old world seemed new to me. You're really swell, I have to admit you deserve expressions that really fit you. And so I've racked my brain trying to explain all the things that you do to me. My dear Mr. Shen, please let me explain. By me.
Donna, they are amazing.
Yeah, they're great. They're extremely polished performers. They harmonise really well together. They're an excellent show. We've had them down in Machina before to launch the Style magazine. So yeah, we're really happy with them, and they have a great night.
So how do we purchase tickets then, Donna?
You can just do that either through the casino, just pop on in, or you can give us a call. And you can purchase in that way. So it's only $40 each, which is a really good offer, because normally the carvery and a dessert would cost you $38 anyway. So.
And you're getting all that performance as well.
Yep, that's right.
My goodness, okay. And forgetting all that, remembering that the casino has a fantastic website, and everything that's coming up, Donna, it's updated regularly, isn't it? So we can find out exactly what's going on.
Yes, that's right. Yep, the What's On page is there. Just click on that, and all the information about our current promotions is on there.
Great, I love it, I love it, I love it. Remember that, the Anzac weekend, if you're thinking of somewhere special to go to, Christchurch Casino is definitely an option. Wonderful meal, no dishes, love that, no dishes at all, and you get entertained by the starlets. Thanks, Donna.
Cheers, thank you.
Well, yesterday we had Neil Cox here, and we were being tempted about the Sleeping Beauty on ice, and I'm trying to get it in my head, how could this be? So fortunate today we are joined by James Cundall, who is the producer of Sleeping Beauty on ice, bringing ice into the Isaac Theatre Royal.
Yeah, it's great, isn't it? 5 years we've been trying to come back here since the earthquake, so we're finally getting back to to Christchurch, into the most wonderful venue. And Neil Cox and his team, they need a medal because they've done such a great job.
Yeah, they have, haven't they?
It would have been easy to say, you know what, no, but I think he's fought his way, and all of them have fought their way back, and it is a superb venue.
Alrighty, it's your job as the producer, and we know what producers can be tyrants as well, so this is your time in the sun.
Yeah, we're nasty people.
Yeah, you're nasty, aren't you?
Yeah, we have a big whip. We need it. We need
you
it.
do need it. You need the big, the
need
big
a
whip.
carrot and a whip.
Yeah. Sell it to us. Sleeping on Beauty is beautiful anyway, but on ice?
Yeah, it's a different concept. I mean, the ice allows you to go incredibly fast. You do 35 kilometres an hour, but you're on this tiny little ice cube, 13 metres by 13 metres, and you get to see, and it's proper skating. I mean, the Russians who do it, they've all done world championships, European or national, and they do everything you see in the Olympics plus more. And the plus more is that my partner and I, we sit there devising moves that you haven't seen and that they've never done, and we think it might be fun. So
fun and dangerous.
Fun and dangerous. It is dangerous, actually. It really is dangerous. It's like, I always liken it to a Grand Prix where you see the cars just about to clip the curb and they don't, and every now and again they do. They do hit a bit of scenery and a bit of blood. A bit
of blood. Oh my goodness! Sounds like on the rugby games. So in a very simple way, I know it's really hard to put it down to a minute, but how do you bring ice into a stage?
It's hard, I mean it's complicated, but the simplistic way is you create a baking tray on the stage so that you don't spill any water. So that's the first thing. And then you connect about half a mile of piping to big chillers. You fill it with glycol, which is antifreeze, and you take it down to -16. You put 5 tons of crushed ice on it, and then you get 2 charming Russian gentlemen to come and spray the ice all night until they
have to be Russian.
Well, Russian, and there's actually a Russian and a Brit, but they stay up all night creating 4 inches of ice. And ice
Brilliant.
is really complicated stuff. I used to think in my ignorance that it was stuff you put in your gin and tonic, but no, I mean.
Well, that's okay in that too.
You can,
well,
but you get too soft ice, too hard ice, too brittle ice, and if you ever want to learn Russian swear words, be backstage if the ice isn't the right temperature.
Oh, that's fantastic. Now tell us about the performers.
Well, they're all, as I say, Russian or Ukrainian, and they've been with us for many of them for 10 years. And this is our 10th anniversary world tour. And I think we're in Spain tonight, we're in Seville. And we end up at the end of the year in the Albert Hall in London doing Nutcracker on Ice for Christmas, which is a fairly major achievement. But they're really talented skaters. I mean, that's what we don't do. We don't dumb down the skating. We make the skating proper. and we add the storyline and the music and great sets to it.
What an absolute
But they're
joy.
so talented. I mean, it's the only show I do around the world that every time I watch it, I'm terrified. You know, we've got Singing in the Rain in Wellington at the moment, and Beauty and the Beast in Singapore, but you can watch those and they're all fluffy and gorgeous. But this is real adrenaline stuff. So if you like really hard sport, this is a show to come and watch.
Oh,
This
it's
is like
brilliant.
watching an All Black match on ice.
Well, that's a picture you've just painted then. I don't know
Yeah.
if I could see Richie McCaw in a pair of skates.
I
Could
think
you?
you look good in a costume,
Could
actually.
you? Yeah, you might do.
Well, after the
hey,
World-
there you go.
after
What a
the World
great for
Cup.
opening night. We could put out Richie McCaw out into the ice. That
I think
could be
we'll
a
wait till
spectacle.
after the World Cup, shall
Yeah. Yes, you
Yes.
might have a few New Zealanders after you if you did anything to
No, I support the All Blacks, it's fine.
Yeah.
So
So if we want to find information about Sleeping Beauty, simply just go to the Isaac Theatre website. All the information is there. But personally to you, James, you're coming back next year to do a tour around New Zealand by plane.
helicopter.
A helicopter?
It's even a bit harder.
A bit harder, right?
Yeah. I learnt to fly helicopters starting in New Zealand about 10 years ago. A guy called Toby Clark, who was one of the sort of last deer hunter pilots, took me up and threw me the controls, and I was so upset because I couldn't do it. So I went and learnt, and it's like all these things, it becomes a passion if you're lucky enough to be able to do it. And I did a round Britain flight 4 years ago.
Hold that thought, because you will be around for a bit longer, so I think that we should get you back on and have a bit of a more chat about the whole helicopter, how a man with ice can actually then also control his own flight. Thank you for joining us today. And it is hard to forget that is all on ice. Quite dramatic, isn't it? And it will be at the Lady Isaac Theatre Royal, and you are very lucky indeed because we have a double pass to go and see Sleeping Beauty on ice. So call through to Marianne on 3777 033 or go to our Facebook page. Remember, you can purchase tickets through Ticketek. Stay with us after the break. Are you at a crossroads? What am I going to do in my life? What should I be doing? Then I have the perfect lady for you. Stay with us.
So love me like you do, la la, love me like you do, love me like you do.
When you need to know what's happening in your region of Canterbury, join me, Chris Lynch, for CTV News First at 5, weeknights from 5, right here on your local channel, CTV.
Computer not working? Replace or repair? DIY or get a technician? Looking for parts? Thinking of upgrading? Need accessories? You've got questions, we've got answers. Global PC.
The preparation, the devotion, the fearlessness, the intensity. Runway model management. First impressions are everything.
Country made to measure interiors, made with care, made for you.
Join Graham Sinclair and the team at Gone Fishing as they bring you great stories, fishing tips and beautiful scenery. Gone Fishing, Friday night at 8:30, right here on CTV.
It's been a long day without you, my friend.
A lovely way to bring in this beautiful new segment with Karen Deegan. Welcome to Canterbury Live, Karen. I'm very excited because you'll be joining us each Monday fortnightly and talking about quite a large selection of topics, but basically talking about our life and our happiness.
Yes, that's exactly right. Happiness is actually a learned skill. It's just that most people haven't learned it. So I'll be talking a bit about that.
So tell us exactly, what is a health, happiness and success coach?
Basically what I do, Andrew, is free people from the thoughts, beliefs and emotions that are holding them back in life. And I do that in 5 main areas, really. The first one being emotions. So people might come to me who want to be free of anger, resentment, guilt, grief, relationship stuff, anything right through to the far end of the spectrum where we've got depression, anxiety and panic attacks. So I free people from those emotions they can't get over on their own. The second area I work in is fears and phobias. So people who perhaps don't fly or drive, fear of feathers, I've had all sorts of strange ones. Third area I free people from is addiction. So I'll get people coming to me who want to give up smoking or drinking or gambling, and I count weight loss in there as well, because you know we comfort eat or overeat is kind of a form of addiction. The fourth area I free people from is health. And it's interesting, you know, I'm not medically trained, but the thing is, there's one thing that doctors don't do, and that's address the emotional contributors to people's illnesses. There's a lot of doctors and medical institutions saying that unresolved emotions are a huge contributor to most illnesses. Some doctors are even saying up to 95%. But really the area I specialise in, and this is the area that you and I will talk about a lot as we go forward, is removing the barriers to people's success. Whether it's success in career, finances, relationships, whatever it might be, removing that brick wall that seems to be in the way. And that brick wall is nearly always made up of limiting beliefs in the subconscious mind.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? And it's each of those brick may represent something that's happened in their world, in their life, and very soon, yes, that wall starts to build, doesn't it?
Yes.
So I see your company's name is Set Free with EFT.
EFT, actually.
EFT.
Yes.
So what is EFT?
It stands for Emotional Freedom Techniques, but it's actually a form of energy psychology, which is a term they give to anything that uses both psychology and energy medicine in the same treatment. And we'll talk about that a bit more. Basically, you know, psychologists and counsellors, they're not always as successful as they could be because they're working just with the mind. And we're not just a mind. That's why doctors can be less than successful. They're working just with the body. We're not just a body either. When we work with everything together, that's where all the power comes in. And EFT was actually designed by a psychiatrist to bring therapy that would normally take years or months down to hours or minutes. And the reason we can be so effective at changing people's lives is because we're working with the body's energy system as well as with the mind.
Yeah, well, you must touch so many people of different walks of life. Do you have a story you maybe could share with us about success that has been received from EFT?
Andrew, the favourite one I like to tell is, because it was so powerful, was the first ever rape victim I treated. And she was a lady who'd been raped 2 years before she came to see me, but gosh, when she walked in my door, it was just heartbreaking to see the pain on her face. She was obviously reliving that every day. That's the sort of thing you go to counselling for a long time for. I was only with her for an hour and a half, doing EFT, and at the end of that time she was able to sit there, run through the memory of what happened in full detail in her mind and feel nothing. She couldn't believe it. She actually said to me, it's like it happened to someone else.
Oh my goodness. That in itself, just one example, is so powerful. As you said, she probably was reliving it each day. How wonderful and rewarding for you?
I've got the best job in the world. I get to change people's lives for a job.
So tell us, over the next few weeks when you're with us on these regular spots, is it you're hoping to give people the tools?
I'm going to give them a wee gem each time, something that they can do or start to do to work on themselves at home. Yes.
Yeah. And that's it. And then from this, so when we contact you, you've got a wonderful website, setfree.co.nz.
Yes.
So this could be a pool, though, for us to go to actually look exactly all the services that are available.
Absolutely.
But I'm guessing it's just picking up the phone, sending an email, and making contact.
Yeah, give me a ring and talk to me about how you'd like help, and I'll let you know if I can help you or not, which I'm sure I will be able to.
Yeah, really excited. And you're coming back on Monday, which is wonderful.
Yes.
And this is brilliant that we have Karen here every fortnight. I'm really looking forward to you taking us on that journey, and for some, a new journey.
Yes.
Possibilities. Great.
Thank you.
Stay with us after the break. We're in the kitchen, yes, with Mercy. Even have her pennies on. See you soon.
Kids television is right here on CTV. Tune in every Saturday from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. for an exciting range of fantastic kids programming. Join in with all the fun Saturday mornings from 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. on CTV.
At Bowden Environmental, we specialise in all aspects of resource management, so you don't have to deal with the paperwork. With the skills and knowledge to organise any environmental work, we can guide you through the process from start to finish. From organising consents and farm environmental plans to pump and well testing, Bowden Environmental has it covered. Save time and remove the stress. See the specialist. Bowden Environmental. Computer not working? Replace or repair. DIY or get a technician. Looking for parts? Thinking of upgrading? Need accessories? You've got questions, we've got answers. Global PC.
Come on down to Ferrymead Golf. Care for a game of paintball? How about some swings on the old driving range? Or on our par 3 9-hole golf course? Test your skills on the mini golf course or have a go at the airgun shooting range. Then relax at the Wow Cafe with one of our super succulent Wow Burgers. Whether you want to perfect your swing or are looking for a fun family day out, come down to Ferrymead Golf, 50 Ferrymead Park Drive, right next to the Ferrymead Heritage Park.
Arts 21 showcases the vast creative talent and minds that are making a name for themselves in Europe and beyond. Think outside the square with Arts 21.
Mercy, we're back in the kitchen and we're now on a couple of last days of the school holidays. And you've got some real treats for us, haven't you?
I do indeed. So I thought a couple of the last days of the school holidays might be nice to get in the kitchen with your kids and make a couple of healthy snacks. So it can be really hard to get your kids eating veggies and fruit, but these are some really cool ways of getting them to enjoy it by, here we go, making it into a snail.
Isn't that gorgeous? We've got the celery at the base.
Yeah.
Some carrot sticks.
Yeah, as the little feelers, and then you've got the apple as the body of the snail, and then delicious peanut butter for everything else. So
that is divine. That is so good. Let's make one.
Let's get creating. Okay, so a little bit of a tip, which I think is quite handy to know. Instead of using a knife for our peanut butter, what we're going to do is we're going to put it in a wee Ziploc bag and actually pipe it on the apple. Just makes it easier, and then you can just chuck away your Ziploc bag at the end of it. No mess, no having to do any dishes.
I love that.
Quite like that. So I'll just get a nice healthy scoop, and I just scoop it down into the end of my bag like this. Oh no, it's good, isn't it?
It's good stuff.
And I'm using smooth peanut butter, so it goes on smoothly onto the nice wee snail body. And then I just snip the end of it like this, throw away my plastic.
Thank you.
Give you a go.
Yeah.
And then, as you can see, if I get a little bit of apple here now, I can actually, might be hard for people to see this at home, but I can actually just go like this, and it all just pipes out of the bag.
And it pipes so beautifully.
Ta-da! And there we have a wee little nice wee coil there.
What a great
So that's going to be my little snail body. And now I'm going to grab the celery to make the bottom of it. Okay. So I just chopped up little bits of celery. Make sure you wash your celery sticks because they get sprayed really badly in the supermarket. So,
do they
yeah,
just?
they do. So if you're ever eating celery and you're buying it from the supermarket, make sure you wash it. So many chemicals and things that go on these.
Yeah, okay, we're rude. Just excuse me while I grab my little piece of apple as well. And while you're doing that.
Yeah. Okay. So the second step that I'm going to do is I'm going to add peanut butter to the bottom of it. So I'm just going to put a nice little bit in there. Again, piping it. Just comes out so smoothly out of the little bag. And then I can actually stick my little body in here, and it just sticks in nicely like that. And the last thing I need to do is just add some feelers on, so my little snail has a wee face.
How neat. That's great. So what's the next one you're going to make for us then?
So next I thought we'd do the little monster with the teeth, which I've got here. This is an interesting one because I've had a few people say, That's a bit of an interesting combo with the apple, the marshmallows and the peanut butter, but it actually tastes really good. And if your kids don't like apples and they don't like fruit, then this is a good way. A little bit of sweet, a little bit of sugar in there, but they've also got their fruit that they're getting as well.
How neat. It's a little bit of Rocky Horror Show looking on there too, just quietly.
Yeah, a little bit of a monster thing going on. Just
yeah.
stick the toothpicks in and the little marshmallows at the top for the eyes. But yeah, there's another snail done, and I'll show you to get started on the little monster.
Shall I give you my one to put over there? Or shall I put mine over here? I don't want to.
Oh, perfect.
Is that all right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And
put it
it's
down there.
such a good combo with the celery and the peanut butter.
Move me bowl. Oh! I don't even want to lift it back up because I know exactly what it's going to look. You know.
He's just leaving a snail trail.
I just had an accident with a car.
Yeah.
I just had a car. He's having a bit of nine eyes at the moment.
Pretty snail trail going on there.
Rightio.
So now we're going to do our monster.
He's drunk on peanut butter.
So what we do is we just grab 2 apples. I'll pass these over to you so you can grab some.
Okay, cool.
And so this is going to be like our mouth. So the mouth goes like this, and then all we do is we stick peanut butter inside the mouth, put some marshmallows in between. I did white marshmallows because I figure my monster isn't going to have gross teeth, but you might want yours too. And then 2 little eyes with toothpicks in them.
Very cool. So what should we do? Have I got enough peanut butter? Yes, I think I do.
So get the rest of your peanut butter. Again, you could spread this on with a knife, or you could use your bag trick.
Loving the little tips you've got, haven't you? Wealth of knowledge you are, Mercy.
Well, I like to make things easy in the kitchen. I figure there's no point in, stressing yourself out and
You did right, though. It's going to be fun and doable because we've got pretty busy lives.
We do.
Don't we? So if we can make things easier.
Especially if you're coming home from work and you've had a long day and you just want something quick and easy that you can whip up that looks great.
Yeah.
Little tricks like this are such time savers.
Okay, I have to speed you along, darling. It's going to be power making these.
Yeah. So then we just
monsters.
put some teeth in there, and I just stick them in the bottom one.
On the bottom one.
Teeth.
Okay.
And then all you do is simply pop this on the top, and then you've got your mouth with your teeth in it.
Right.
And then if you're wanting to get crafty
4 teeth?
again, I did 4 teeth. You could do 1, 2, however many your monster's going to have. And then you just want to stick your toothpicks in the top. And I just put marshmallows on them first. So I take toothpicks.
Right.
He's going to have little pink eyes, my one. Stick
I
these
see.
on the top. And then just pop them in.
Look at that.
And ta-da!
Oh, you're so clever.
Little
Rightio.
monster.
Well, it's time to go. My one really needs to go and see orthodontist very, very soon. He's looking very unhealthy, but that's okay.
He hasn't been eating his fruit and veggies.
No,
he hasn't been eating these.
So you're here for perfection, my lovely, and I'm certainly not. Hey, we'll see you next time. Next time on the show, though, it's Anzac Week, so I look forward to seeing what we're going to create. Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining us today. It's been a fantastic week. Well, next week is very special, as you know. It is Anzac Week, and we are out at the RSA for a couple of days, which will be wonderful. On Monday, I am joined by Phyllis Brown. We're talking about meditation. Nourish, Nicola Frey joins me, and Karen Deegan will be back talking about life coaching, and maybe a mum out there that wants a new direction in her life. Have a wonderful weekend. Enjoy the rugby tonight. Go Crusaders. Nail those Chiefs. Or if you're going to the boxing, have a wonderful weekend. See you Monday.